You're not being lowly. You're trying to figure out, how can I get to where that brother's at or that leader's at as quickly as possible, whether or not the Father or Spirit is sanctioning my advancement to that position. And that's when a lot of men and women effectively take their first step out of His will. Okay? They're trying to get ahead of schedule. And we spend a lot of time emphasizing how important it is to stay on schedule so you don't fall behind. Because we said if you fall behind, you'll regress. But we should be careful also of the opposite, not to get ahead of schedule. Okay, because you can't go faster than what you're actually attaining. So you have to follow the natural progression of your own spiritual attainment. And that's probably what results you in due time. Messiah is the best example of lowliness. He says in Matthew 11, "Come unto me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly at heart." Okay? The reason why Messiah can make that a vow is because he was a lowly man. A lowly man will do anything for anyone without expecting anything in return. A lot of us sometimes, we do things, and even we don't always admit it, somewhere in our mind, we are expecting something in return. How often do we just give and give and give, and then cut the ties? Oh, it's done. You have no obligation to do anything to me ever again. How many of us really feel that way in our minds and hearts? Yeah. Well, Messiah felt that way, so he can make that testament. And we have to have the same level of lowliness. And now he has humility. To lower condition, importance, or dignity, to obey and destroy the independent power of will. Paradoxically, humility is a path to exaltation. Someone please read Proverbs 18 and 12. Talks about the haughty spirit of man, how it relates to destruction. Somebody else be 1 Peter 5 and 5.
Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty, and before honor is humility. Before destruction,
the heart of man is haughty. So as soon as you start getting lifted up in your own heart, becoming proud, guess what? Destruction is waiting for you. It's just around the corner. Okay? 1 Peter 5:5. Come on.
The elders which are among you, I exalt, who am also an elders and a witness of the suffering of Christ, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Oh, you 5:5. Okay. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elders.
Yes.
Ye all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility, for Yah resists the proud and giveth grace to the humble.
Okay. He resists the proud, but he gives grace to those who are humble. Now, we talked a lot about grace in our question of holiness, and we talked about how many people they distort the true purpose of grace. But one thing that's for certain, if you are proud, according to the scriptures, you're not going to have the allotment of grace that you are expecting. If you want to have your appropriate, your full allowance of grace, you have to be humble. Okay? Lack of humility usually stems from a lack of appreciation of the hierarchical structures you are a part of. Now that word appreciation is going to keep coming up, okay? And that appreciation, like I said earlier, is based upon our mastery and attainment of godliness. Now if we know our role, we understand how we fit in with His plan of the entire universe and how we compare to Him in His ways, we begin to appreciate things more. Okay? We begin to appreciate based upon our understanding and our roles. Okay? And when we're not humble, that is evidence how we don't appreciate these structures. Okay? Then we have service, which is the act of helping another, committing oneself to provide assistance to another in order to pay him debt for service. As children of the Most High, we have never ending call to serve others. For even after we become perfect, we are yet indebted to Him for His great love. A focal manner in which we attend to this debt is by serving others. So there's no place in this quest or in this life where you can say, okay, I've gotten so spiritual or I've accomplished so much in life to where I'm going to take a break. I'm going to stop doing what I've been doing, or I don't have to serve anymore. My servitude is over. I'm now perfect. No. We owe a debt that we cannot pay. So the way we trade off that debt is by serving others. Yes. So once you get to this elevated point of holiness, and you're in this eye of the storm, you're in this secret place of the Most High, and things are, you have control over all the situations you find yourself in. You're still going to keep serving the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. For the rest of your life, you will be serving others, okay? And I guarantee you there's ample opportunities to serve. Ample. Okay? Our world has billions of needs, okay? The ability to serve will always be there. Servitude, like humility, is the highlight of the path to exaltation. Psalms in Matthew 23, 11 through 12.
But the greatest among you shall be your servant, and whoever exalts himself shall be humble, and whoever humbles himself shall be exalted.
Whoever humbles himself shall be exalted. The greatest among you is your servant. Okay, the one who is the servant. And this is a very important lesson. If you look at the scripture, this is one of the last lessons that Messiah taught his disciples. And because it was something he needed them to get before he left.
That's right.
Okay. They're always asking him, Peter, James, John, the others, I'm going to sit on your right hand, and I'm going to sit on your left hand. And who was the best? And they were always arguing amongst themselves. I'm the greatest disciple because, I'm this guy, or I'm that guy, or I'm going to the master loved, or I'm the master's brother. And everyone had some reason why they felt they were the greatest in the kingdom. And on 2 occasions, and namely before his death, Messiah gave them this example, saying that your greatest among you is the servant. The one who kneels down and follows my example and washes your feet. That is the greatest among you. So when you imagine yourself, make sure you're using the spiritual standards. Don't say, I'm the one who preached 5,000 revivals. I'm the one who got missionary fields all over the world. Okay? Those are good things. But the clearest path, the most distinct path to exaltation is through our service. Through serving others. Okay? And he wanted them to know that's important lesson for us too, as his modern day disciples. Now, meekness is the first test of perfection. Okay? The primary objective of meekness is for us to appreciate, that word appreciate again, our position within the kingdom. This is important because lack of appreciation will cause Lucifer to rebel against the Most High. He didn't appreciate this. Like I said, he was sitting there trying to figure out how can I get up, how can I climb the ladder and be like the Most High. Okay? Even though we will not all have the same offices, we'll all bring up the side. I think this is a pretty fair deal here. Okay? It's a pretty good deal we've got. It doesn't matter what office we're eventually called to, the fact that we are able to redeem to our Creator and reign with Him is good enough. And in my opinion, that's good enough. Amen. Pride clearly is a counterfeit of mercy. Of meekness, that's meekness. It is also the primary source of unproductive doctrinal debates as it feeds at the distant nature of the church. So I'm thinking Proverbs 13:6. You need some help reading today. My voice is going to be kind of rough.
By pride comes nothing but strife. With the well-advised is wisdom.
With the well-advised is wisdom. With pride and strife. And that's what I'm saying here. A lot of times what happens is you talk to somebody, about the scriptures. And because they are so fixated in a particular denominational doctrine, you really you don't get too far with them. You can show them truth, but because they're so proud to be